Get him back to the station.
What did you hit him with, a bulldozer?
Resisting arrest. Assault with intent to commit GBH. Possession of an offensive weapon. The charges will stick.
Don't tell me. The director decides on the charges. Have you seen these? Police brutality again. More unnecessary violence.
They can't say that. It's sub judice.
They don't have to spell it out. It's there between the lines. Everyone knows what they're getting at.
That solicitor of his. He's as bent as a bloody corkscrew.
He's written to his MP, too. That means a letter to the Home Secretary, another complaint, another inquiry. Haven't we got enough on our plates?
Well, what do you expect me to do? Just stand there chatting while he chiv me?
You didn't have to use your fist. Where was your short truncheon? You know what the book says.
Marty Lewis hasn't read the book. I had to drop him.
Why? There were 4 of you.
There were 4 men in that bank when Marty did it. One of them still in hospital with a fractured skull.
Doesn't make it all right for you to try and do the same to Marty, does it?
Look, I was chasing him for 3 months. Now I've got him. Isn't that enough for you?
For me, more than enough. But not for the Home Secretary and not for the press. That's what worries the governor.
You can't win, can you? 3 months with the press screaming at me for results. And when I get results, he starts screaming again.
Ah, forget it, Alan. You've got him well stitched up on the evidence. What do you want now, a medal? Come on, I'll buy a drink.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't call it exactly me.
She's so right. You're right, Lady Frederick. You're quite right. I shall expect you on Thursday of next week, then, if that's convenient. I had more pleasure dressing a horse, and more gratitude, too. All right, darling, take it off. She can't afford it anyway.
You know she can, Damon.
Bloody woman.
Well, she's your bread and butter.
It's a pain in the neck. Why did I ever get into this game?
Do you want me to tell you again?
Yes, darling, tell me again.
Because you're a genius.
And you are an angel. Well, see you this afternoon.
Your next appointment at 11:30.
What about my car? I've got to take her to the sauna.
Well, it's with Mr. Samuelson.
All right, you don't have to remind me.
Your keys.
Yes, sir. In a car wash? Well, that's a new one for the method index. Yeah. Bob! Yeah. Murder, West End. Get the team together.
Going out yourself, Governor?
What was that, sir? Yeah. Fine.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Well, no, you must be wrong. No, it can't be, Damon.
All right, love, give it to us again. Dorothy's nearly collapsing. What's happened? Good grief, where? In a car wash? Was he badly hurt? Oh. No, nobody's turned up here yet. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, thanks, Harry.
Well?
He's dead.
Dead?
And they're treating it as murder.
Good God.
According to ballistics, the shot came from there. Angle of sight's obvious, second or third floor flat. There's a team going over the place now. Local CID, forensic fingerprints. Now, the killer must have been waiting for his victim. And he must have been using
What do
a
you mean, waiting?
What?
Well, why waiting? It's a car wash. Anyone can drive in off the street.
No, not the victim. He came in here every Wednesday morning, regular as clockwork, never missed.
Did he now? Where do you live?
Has a luxury flat over the summer. Want to go there?
Yeah, tell the DI to carry on here. Tell him where I'll be.
Right.
Oh, and get hold of one of the women in Burroughs, I think. Tell her to meet us there.
Right. Now, what about this business of...
We'll clear that in the car.
Oh, all right. You carry on, huh?
Now listen, love, I can give you a really detailed follow-up on Damon. The works. All the background stuff you need. Well, stuff you wouldn't get from anybody else. Absolutely exclusive to your paper. Mind you, it'll cost you, love. I don't work for peanuts. But it'll be worth every penny. All right, sweetie. Don't keep me waiting too long, though. I've got other offers.
Pity's sake, must you?
Now listen, Georgie boy. The whole world doesn't come to a sudden halt just because Damon gets himself shot. Put me through to the editor, will you? Oh, tell him it's Angela Tomlin's, love. They'll want a whole heap of dope on Damon's background. They may as well get it from me as in... Well, who the hell are you?
Nora Burroughs, Sergeant, CID. Mr. Sinclair,
Yes?
I wonder if I might trouble you for a list of employees.
A sergeant in skirts. Is that all they could send us?
Before Chief Superintendent Kingdom gets here.
Yes, of course. Come with me.
Kingdom? Now, what do I know about him, then?
Miss Dorothy Martin.
Missy, sir. I'm a widow.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Dorothy Martin, business manager. Mr. George Sinclair, photographer and assistant to Mr. Greville. And Miss Angela Tomlins, freelance fashion journalist and also press liaison here.
I know Superintendent Bedford very well. Fraud squad.
Chief.
What?
Chief Superintendent Bedford. We're all chief superintendents now.
Oh.
Don't know why. Who's that girl?
One of the models. Do you know her?
I thought I did. Take the statements, will you?
What?
Just the statements.
Oh, yes.
And send somebody up to his flat, will you? I'll have a little talk to Mr. George Sinclair.
Right. Mr. Sinclair, the chief would like a word with you.
Please come this way. Please come in. A poor place, but mine own. If anyone can call anything his own around here.
Plastic.
What's that? Oh. Pretty ghastly, aren't they? Got a man in Gerrard Street makes them up for us.
Yeah, I must say, I prefer the real thing myself. Don't go much on fakes. Well, just routine questions, Mr. Sinclair. General inquiries. Basically, all we want to know is what sort of a man Damon Greville was, who his friends were, if he had any enemies. You know, that sort of thing.
Yes, I see.
Just routine. Anything you can tell me.
Well, what can one say about Damon? I mean, he was very well known in the business, extremely talented. After all, he built this place up all entirely by himself, single-handed. Well, friends, I suppose almost everybody in the fashion world, but enemies? I suppose there might have been one or two people who were jealous of his success, but for God's sake, not to the point of wanting to kill him over it.
Well, maybe it wasn't jealousy, maybe it was hate, even fear, in which case a friend might have been responsible, rather than one of his enemies.
No, I don't think so.
Well, there's usually a motive. That's what we're looking for at the moment. Any suggestions?
Yes. Mr. Greville made it a routine to have his car washed every Wednesday morning. I suppose you might call it a sort of ritual.
Was he going on anywhere after that?
Yes, he had an appointment in the city.
With whom, Mrs. Martin?
I'm afraid I can't reveal this sort of information.
I must remind you, this is a murder case.
Yes. Yes, it is, isn't it? I haven't quite grasped that. He had an 11:30 appointment with a Mr. Samuelson in Leadenhall Street.
And who is Mr. Samuelson?
A director of Lomas and Gardner Merchant Bankers.
The firm's bankers?
No. We dealt with West London Commercial.
Do you know why he was going to see Mr. Samuelson?
No.
Are you sure?
A genius, really. That's the best all-round description of him, really. A rare genius. I mean, he could out-talk, out-maneuver, out-charm the best of them in this business. He could slap them down with a word, then pick them up, dust them down, twist them round his little finger, all battered and bleeding, and asking for more. That's how he created all this, and that was his genius.
Geniuses are usually rather difficult people to work with, aren't they?
Difficult? Bloody impossible.
And to live with?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I never lived with one.
He wasn't married, was he?
Damon?
That's who we're talking about. What do you know about his private life?
Well, if you mean what I think you mean... Well, anyway, I wouldn't know why ask me to ever give a damn for anybody or anything except that blasted car.
Well, that explains one point, anyway.
Does it?
Why he went to the car wash himself? I mean, do you expect a man in his position to have a chauffeur? Business like this? Private company, was it? All his own?
Yes, I think so.
Who gets it now?
I don't know. You better ask Dorothy. Mrs. Martin.
Yes, I will. Thank you. Yes, there must be a lot of money sunk into a place like this, apart from the goodwill. Is that what he was after, your genius? The money?
No, he was after the power and the glory.
Well, the glory needs a bit of money behind it. Rich man, was he?
Yes, I think so. I don't think he was short of a bob or two. Certainly not now, apart from this little empire.
Not now? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, well, you know, I keep thinking he's going to stride into that...
What did you mean?
I mean that Damon Greville was a phony. His real name was Harry Tatler. His father was a jobbing cutter in the East End rag trade. Up to 21, he hadn't got 2 brass farthings to rub together. You were talking about fakes just now, Superintendent. Well, for your information, Damon Greville was the biggest fake of all time.
I've been working here for about 2 or 3 years. Closer to 3, I suppose.
As a fashion model?
Yes, of course.
And before that, Miss Peters?
I was with an agency. They got me occasional photographic work, that sort of thing. Nothing very spectacular.
Did you know Mr. Greville before you came here?
No.
How did you get the job then?
I had an interview, I had an audition, he liked me, and I was on the payroll.
You were engaged by Mr. Greville?
Yes. Well, actually by Dorothy Martin. She does most of the hiring and firing around here.
Oh, good morning, Miss...
Peters, Leonie Peters.
Haven't we met somewhere?
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, that'll be all for the moment, thank you, Miss Peters.
Thank you.
Leonie Peters.
There's the report from the ballistics officer on the bullet situations and the blow-up photos. It's a 7.9 caliber bullet from a hunting rifle. You can see the marks made by micro-grooved rifling. Something like a Steyr 7.9, I'd say. With a telescopic sight, that would be a very precise sort of weapon and a very professional sort of...
I can read, Bob. Well, do you fancy anybody in that shop as a professional gunman?
Salon.
Hmm?
The Greville place. It's called a salon.
Oh, thank you. Well, can you see anybody in that salon using a hunting rifle?
Well, all the staff were there at the time, except Sinclair.
Yeah. Poor old George. He's a bit mixed up. Can't make up his mind if he loved Greville or hated him. Called him a genius to start with, then a fake.
Well, aren't they all fakes in that business?
No more than in any other.
Well, the business was a fake anyway.
On the rocks?
No, not as bad as that. He only moved there 3 years ago. Had a shop in Chelsea before that. Sorry, salon.
Boutique.
Anyway, when he opened up in Mayfair, he really had to scrape the barrel. Put in everything he could raise himself and then borrowed the rest. There was a very fat mortgage on the property. 2 years ago, he took out a second mortgage, and on the day he was done, he was on his way to see a merchant banker to try and raise another loan.
The power and the glory without the loot. How many of the staff knew about all this?
Dorothy Martin, for one. But, I really had to drag it out of her. Yeah, I don't know about the others.
Yes, and old George wasn't inclined to talk. Check on Greville's solicitors, will you? Find out who the executors were. And if you can clear it, have a talk with his bank manager. Have a look at his private account. Check if he had anything on a safe deposit. Now, what about this girl?
Leonie Peters. Why, I checked with CRO, nothing known, and nothing from informants yet. But I've put the word out to a couple of my people.
Yeah, we'll try C11, all right?
I have, sir. There's certainly one thing very wrong with her.
What's that?
Her shape.
Well, what the hell's wrong with that? She's got all the right curves in the right places, hasn't she?
Exactly. Professional models are tall and skinny. Leonie Peters sticks out like a sore thumb in that place.
Oh, good. We'll follow it up, eh? Where she came from, where she was before she went to Greville's, where I might have met her before. With any luck, she might lead us away from that blasted salon.
Pull yourself together, Leonie. You look an absolute wreck.
You don't look so good yourself. Dorothy, what are we going to do?
I don't know. In the meantime, we carry on as usual.
As usual? What are you talking about, Dorothy? He's gone.
The name and the business continue.
You know perfectly well that's not what I mean. Now, what are we going to do?
Now, you listen to me. I had to put up with your interfering while he was alive, but now that he's gone...
Hello, cherubs. And how are we this bright but not too happy morn? Honest truth, you look awful, love. Do you know, I wouldn't overplay the sorrowing bit too much. It gets the fuzz interested.
You're about as welcome as an earthquake, Angela.
Funny enough, I thought it would be you that'd be doing the weeping and wailing. You looked ready to keel over when you got the news yesterday.
Did you want something, or is this just your day for spreading sunshine?
I wanted some pics of the dear departed. I have just sold a 3-part series to a national. The Secret Life of Damon Greville. You'll all get a mention. Georgie boy, I'll have some.
Oh, no, he's not in. I'll get you some photos.
Well, well. It was on the books, wasn't it? Without Damon to prop him up, Georgie boy was bound to go back onto the bottle. Give him another couple of days, he'll be no use to anyone. Thus doth the empire crumble.
Well, if you won't help yourself, Marty, then it's your own lookout. The more of it we recover, the better it will go for you on the day. You know that. There was £80,000. So far, we've recovered less than 60,000.
Things not going too well for you, Ward, then, eh?
They'll throw the book at you.
Yeah. You're not going to get off so lightly yourself.
You mind about that?
I do mind. I mind very much. I want to see you get yours, don't I? I'm not likely to forget this, you know. Nobody does that to me and gets away with it.
You play rough, Marty.
Rough, you've seen nothing yet. Now, just bear this in mind, Ward. If you beat your particular rap, it won't end there. All right, understand?
Don't threaten me, Charlie.
No, I'm not threatening. I'm promising. Even in here, even sitting right here, I can get word outside, and you know it. I can have you nobbled in a couple of hours, Ward, so watch it, mate.
A word of advice, Marty. When you give out with the strong stuff, don't do it in front of witnesses.
I'm worried, ain't I? Go on, let 'em have another 6 months. It'll be worth it.
That's your report?
Be ready in a minute.
Tell me about it.
Well, sir, Leonie Peters said she'd been working for an agency before she joined Damon Greville.
Yeah?
I checked it. She was on their books, but she didn't do a single job for them. In fact, she was with them for exactly 5 days.
Where was she before that?
Gilson's working on that now.
Why? Oh, don't tell me. You said there'd be a lot of legwork involved and your legs were much too pretty to be pounding the pavements, yeah?
How did you guess?
It's exactly what I just said myself a few years ago. Things never change, do they? Well, anything else?
Well, sir, he did ask...
No, about the case.
Well, there's this list you wanted. Damon Greville's customers.
Yes. Lady Frederick, the Honourable Mrs. de Court. Well, he should have been doing all right with this lot, shouldn't he? All right, we're going to be moving in high society. Make some appointments for us.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Well, for goodness sake, address them correctly. They get a bit touchy about it if you don't. I'm off to lunch now. Let me know straight away if any of your informants start chirping about the girl, all right?
Sorry, miles away.
Alan. Spare a minute. How's things?
There's 20-odd thousand pounds floating around the place somewhere. And the powers that be aren't going to like that, are they?
Marty could have spent it.
Well, 3 months. He'd call him a lot sooner if he had. We've got to tally on some of the numbers.
Somebody stashed it away for him, then.
Oh, thanks. Do you know where?
Don't ask me. I've got my own problems.
Well, the Greville shooting.
Yeah. The only suspects are a bunch of weirdies in the West End. I don't think any of them could have set up a job like this. Ever seen Marty again?
Yes.
Well, how's it going?
With me or with him?
Has he been threatening you?
It happens every day, doesn't it, Governor? Some villain swears he'll have you done over. It's all talk.
I wouldn't have said that about Marty, would you?
We'll see.
Yes, Lady Frederick, we do understand your position. No, I can assure you there will be no police cars parked outside your house. Yes, milady, if you wish, we will use the tradesman's entrance. And thank you.
Before you came here, you were a photographic model with the Coella Model Agency.
Yes, I already told the girls.
What's he doing back here?
Well, a dolly bit of fuss. What does it look like? He's chatting up Leonie, isn't he? Live and let live.
She's already been questioned once.
Maybe he's making a date. I don't know, love. Here, look at these old photographs of Damon. Some of them are marvellous.
Aren't the police supposed to ask permission?
In the course of a murder inquiry, you must be joking.
Where do you live, Miss Peters?
I did all right. I had my own contacts.
Yes, of course. Who were they?
Why? What's it? Surely to God they don't think one of the girls had anything.
Give me those bloody photographs! How dare you steal from my desk?
So that's where he kept the Christmas bonus then.
That's one hell of a bonus. Those are all £10 notes.
You bloody freak! You never tell me anything. You tell Lenny Peters she's the one who's in there. Lord, you tell bloody freak! Bloody freak!
Where is she?
And thank you very much, Mrs. De Winter. No, I'm sure we won't inconvenience you too much. Thank you. Goodbye. Burroughs.
Nora, Bob Gilson here. Is the governor there?
We're having lunch. I can call him if it's important.
It's important, all right. Look, put out an all stations alert for Leonie Peters. I'm down at the salon. Ask him to get down here as soon as he can. There's something he's got to see.
Right. Hello? Yes, this is Nora Burroughs. You've got something for me? Leonie Peters? Yes?
How much is that?
About 16,000 quid's worth. Give or take a few hundred.
16,000 quid?
Yes. Look, I'm sorry about Leonie Peters.
You had her address?
Yes.
You put out a call for her?
As soon as I knew she'd gone.
Get anything from them?
I don't think they knew about the money, but Dorothy Martin gave her quite a bit.
Get a statement from her?
Not a thing. She wouldn't say a word.
I had a call just after you left, sir.
Important?
Yes.
Well?
One of my informants, she rang about Leonie Peters.
Yes?
She said Marty Lewis put Leonie Peters in this job. She was part of the deal.
It tallies. They are part of Marty Lewis's haul.
Quite a big part, too. 16,000 quid's worth.
That's 20% of the 80,000.
Yeah. Banker.
What?
Respected person, above suspicion. Greville was Marty's banker and wouldn't cough up.
Marty was in custody when Greville was killed.
He's got plenty of outside resources, hasn't he? Marty gets word out, but Greville's got to be nailed.
They get someone from out of town to do the job, with all the details for the kill supplied by...
The intermediary? Dorothy Martin or Leonie Peters? Probably Peters. Ex-girlfriend, first-class link. Part of the deal. Get her a job in Greville's salon. There you are.
All the same, how do you prove that Marty ordered Greville to be killed? I still don't see how you can tie him in and make it stick. I mean, finding a out-of-town gunman, that's a hell of a job.
Yeah, that's going to depend on that girl. Whether or not she's prepared to talk. Kingdom?
They've picked up Leonie Peters, sir.
Right. They picked her up. Perhaps we ought to let Marty know.
Marty? That's asking for trouble.
Well, he's going to get word anyway. Might be better if it comes from us.
They've picked up Leonie Peters.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes, I think we can agree on that. This is Martin. I think you ought to tell me just how deeply you're involved. We shall find out anyway, sooner or later.
I knew Damon had been dealing with criminals. We were very close. We'd been together a long time. He couldn't hide things from me.
So you knew he was a banker then?
A what?
For Marty Lewis's firm and others, you knew he was a banker?
I don't understand.
A banker, someone in the business world with no obvious criminal connections, takes 20% of the proceeds of a robbery. He banks it, spends it, invests it, does what he likes with it.
But what's the point?
Then when a villain's on the run with nothing but hot money like Marty Lewis was, the banker's job is to finance him from his own funds.
If that's true, if Damon was a banker, why didn't he send him the money? He had it here.
No, he couldn't. Not this lot. We had most of the numbers. His job was to hang on to that until the heat was off.
The morning he was killed, he was on his way to raise another loan. I didn't know any of this.
Well, somebody did. Somebody very close to him. Leonie Peters?
It must have been.
Mrs. Martin, what do you really know about her?
I never wanted her here. Quite unsuitable. Damon insisted. He made me take her on. She was never part of the salon. Always watching him. Looking after him in little ways. I hated her.
Did she live with him?
I tried not to know. I loved him. Now he's dead. I should have known it was her. She destroyed him.
So, there we are, Marty. It's all over by the shouting. You're in it up to your neck. You've got your girlfriend, Leonie Peters, and she's going to do an awful lot of talking.
You had Greville down because he wouldn't come across with your money, right?
I don't know what you're nattering on about, either of you. You know, it's all news to me. I don't know any Leonie, whatever her name is, and I don't go around making friends with fashion designers.
It wasn't always that, was he? We checked his background. You were lads together.
Oh, come on now. He was your banker. There's no secret any longer.
Look, I was in here when he copped it, wasn't I?
You said yourself, even from here, even from sitting right here, I can get word to the outside. Your own words.
You got nothing on me, have you? Hey? Nothing at all. You're conning me, ain't you? You can't tie me in with Greville, and you know it. Now, look here. Now, all right. Now, look, I'll plead to the bank job, you know, if I feel like it. But you're not pinning murder on me.
Are you a betting man, Marty?
Well, thanks anyway. Well, maybe our little mate is among this lot.
A list of suspects?
Yes, Methody Nix came up with one or two names.
Any promising candidates?
Well, here they are. Stan Preston, he's from Birmingham. Willie Herod from Nottingham, he's a specialist in sniping. Mick Leary, over from Belfast, suspect IRA, but very, very expensive.
Well, they might just do it if there was enough money in it.
Leonie Peters is at the station whenever you're ready.
Right, well, let's go and talk to her, shall we?
What if she won't talk?
Have to be crafty, won't we? Carry on with this, George.
This is the one without sugar.
Thanks.
Cigarette? Sensible girl. Now, why can't you be sensible about this?
Look, how many more times do I have to tell you I don't know anything?
Careful now, you'll spill it. I do understand, you know. Anybody who gets on the wrong side of Marty Lewis has a right to be scared. Oh, yes, you've every right to be frightened of the Lewis firm. Still, I can't reach you if you're inside, can they?
Inside?
Awaiting trial.
But I haven't done anything.
Think again, love. Make a statement and I can make things a lot easier for you. It'll go against you if I have to get it all out of the gunman.
You haven't...
Pick him up. Have an eye.
It's a I'm not going to say any more. You can't make me talk.
All right, love. It's getting late. You must be tired. Let's leave it till the morning, shall we?
Can I go home now?
Oh, no, silly love. We'll find you a comfortable bed here in a nice, warm cell.
But you can't keep me here. You've no right to.
Haven't I?
Not without charging me.
All right, if you insist, I can arrange to have you charged.
What with?
Obstructing the police.
But I haven't.
You're an important witness in a murder investigation. You were asked to hold yourself available. You chose to run away. All right, we'll carry on in the morning. Take it down and get her booked in.
This way.
Not much joy, sir.
Hmm.
Are you going to charge her? She could be more use outside.
All right, I thought of that yesterday.
Yes.
Smithson, Smithson here. What the hell are you doing at my client? I don't know what you're up to. There'll be more complaints if she's detained any longer. What do you want? More letters to the press?
It's Leonie Peters' solicitors. They're asking when you're going to release her. Or words to that effect.
Chief Superintendent Kingdon speaking. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to know whether you intend charging my client. If not, when will she be released?
Who's speaking, please?
Michael Smithson.
Hello.
Hello?
Your client's given us all the information we require at the moment.
If you forced her to make a statement, what's she been saying?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that. Your client will be released at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Goodbye.
You're letting her go?
Certainly not.
I don't get it.
You should. That was Smithson, Field and Smithson, the same firm of solicitors who wrote complaining of police brutality on behalf of their client, Marty Lewis.
So, what happens at 11 a.m. tomorrow?
Well, it's my guess. But in a couple of hours, Marty Lewis is going to get a message saying that Leonie Peters will be leaving here at 11 a.m. I'd like that Leonie Peters to be you.
That's taking a hell of a risk.
She doesn't have to volunteer.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard. I'm about her height, more or less the same build. If I wore her clothes, and a wig perhaps...
We don't even know they'll try to get her.
If they don't, we're no worse off. But how would you react if you were Marty Lewis or one of his firm?
They could read it that we're bluffing, that it's a trap.
They could, they probably will. But they've still got to try and get rid of her. She's the one witness they can't afford to leave alone.
One mistake, you know, and she's had it.
And so have I. I'm aware of that. Will you do it, Nora?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, Bob. Get a team together, armed. Briefing at 0800, Operation Snapdragon. Get on to information room, tell them I need a radio channel kept clear. I need a Q car for myself as control and a taxi to take Leonie Peters home.
Come on, then, where you been? Yeah, what's it worth? They're letting her out at 11 in the morning. Ring him again, tell him to get her. Ta.
Willie, she just left the nick. Cab waiting for her. Could be one of theirs.
8080, do you read me?
Receiving you.
No company so far. Over.
80 to all cars, Snapdragon. Keep in touch.
Okay, Tom, don't lose the keg. Just let me know where it goes.
Eight-O to all cars, Snapdragon. Lunch is cooking. Lunch is cooking.
I've just picked up a fare. I had company, but it's gone now.
8-0 to all cars, Snapdragon. Get ready for lunch. Get ready for lunch.
How long do we have to wait?
Till I'm sure they're not cruising around.
Yeah, we've seen them by now, surely.
Chef calling 8-0. Chef calling 8-0.
Receiving you, chef.
The first course is on the table.
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
Okay, Mick, give her a tinkle.
Hello?
That you, Lenny?
Yes.
Marty says we're to get you out of trouble. We're picking up in 2 minutes. Don't hang about. We're in a hurry, okay?
Okay. Chef calling Snapdragon. Chef calling Snapdragon. The goose is cooked.
This the gun you use on Greville?
Prove it!
Get it down to the labs. Get him in. 8-0 to 86.
Hello, 86.
I'd like a word with the chair.
Chef calling.
Not a bad lunch. Dinner's on me, okay?
I'll try and work up an appetite. Couldn't eat a thing at the moment. Over.
I know how you feel. Well done. 8-0 to all cars. Snapdragon back to base. Over and out.